Okay, let's go ahead and get started talking about sales tax and commission. And these are two topics that are intimately related with percentages. Now, sales tax is basically the portion of our sales that is usually added on over and above the regular purchase price that basically goes to fund government programs or whatever. But what we're going to find is that we've got a couple formulas that we're going to pay attention to with our sales tax. And that is that our original purchase price I suppose there's an H in there, plus our sales tax is going to be equal to our total price. Now with this sales tax rate here is just going to be whatever that tax rate is. So that's that percentage. In this case, it's going to be whatever that percent rate is for this. That's our sales tax rate times our base is equal to our amount. And that purchase price is going to be our base. So let's go ahead and start figuring some stuff out. So let's give you some examples of this. Say, for example, the sales tax in Seattle is 9.5%. On a pair of jeans, or on a pair of, let me say, $56 jeans. What is the tax and total price? Well, again, we're going to figure out what this is. We've got that percent times our base is equal to our amount. We are told exactly what that percentage is. It's that 9.5%. So this is going to be 0.095. Remember, when we've got something like this, we just move this decimal place over 2. Our base, in this case, is that purchase price. So our purchase price is $56. Our amount is going to be this tax. Well, let's go ahead and plug in and find out. Okay, so I know that my percentage here is 0.095. I know that base is $56, and that's going to be equal to our tax. Well, let's just plug it in. So I'm going to have 0.095 times 56, and it looks like we've got $5.32 for our tax. So this is going to be 532 is equal to our amount. So that right there is our tax. So when I take a look at my total price, so I've got $5.32 for tax. Then I can take a look at that purchase plus the tax is equal to the total. So I've got my original $56 in there. I will add to that 532, and that's going to be equal to my total price. And I don't even need a calculator to do this. I can pretty much do this with my head. That looks like it's going to be $61.32 is our total price. Alrighty, so far so good. Let's do it again. Well, let's say that we know what our total price is, and we know what the rate is, but we don't know, let's say we know what Our taxes, but we don't know how much our original was. Let's say that. So, let's say that at that 9.5% tax rate, the tax on a, well, let's see, what sort of fruit phone can we have? We'll have a banana phone. Banana phone is $56.81. What is the purchase price of the phone? Well, let's figure it out. I know what the tax is. The tax is that $56.81. So that is going to be our amount. We know what our percent is. What we're looking for is the purchase price, which tends to be that base. Here, like I said, we know what that percentage is. It's that 0.095. Okay, and our amount was $56.81. Well, let's go ahead and plug this in. Percent times our base is equal to our amount. We know what our percent is. We know what our amount is. We're looking for our original price. So that's going to be 0.095 times that B is equal to $56.81. Now to solve this, again, we want to get this B by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by whatever's multiplying it. So I'm going to divide both sides by 0.095. So I'm going to be left with my base is equal to, well, let's figure out what that base is. 56.81 divided by 0.095. And it looks like that base was 598. So I want to say that our banana phone costs $598. That's our original purchase price. Okay. Let's move on to talk about commission. And commission now, commission is usually an invisible cost for most folks, but if you're a salesperson and you're working on commission, a portion of whatever is sold is yours. So basically, a percent is called your commission rate. Of a purchase for some reason I don't want to put H's in my purchase today, is given to the seller or the salesperson. That's commission. Well, there's lots of professions that do this, but the idea is going to be the same for most of these things. We're still going to look for the percent, the base, and the amount. So, tell you what, let's say that a real estate agent earns a 3% commission on home sales. Oops, sorry, that's just sales, not a question. How much does she earn on a $250,000 house? Well, again, percent times our base is equal to our amount. The amount is going to be the commission that she's earning. The base is going to be the price of the home. So our percent, this is just that rate. We know that the sales price of the house is going to be our base. The amount, this is going to be her commission. And our percent here is 3%, so we just need to convert this to a decimal. Remember, we moved that 2 spaces. It would be a big mistake to make this a 0.3. Just make it a 0.03. Remember, we always have to move that decimal place 2 spaces. Okay. Well, now we can just plug these things in. Our percent here is at 0.03. The base was 250,000. And that's going to be equal to our amount. And let's go ahead and plug this into our calculators and find out what we got. So this is going to be 0.03 times 250,000. And it looks like off a $250,000 house, they will get $7,500. Sounds like a pretty good payday. So that's going to be a $7,500 commission. I'm sorry. By the way, if you don't put the $sign on here, if you just try to leave an answer like this, you might get your answer wrong. You need to have your units on here. 7,500 doesn't tell you anything without a unit. It's like 7,500, great. Is that 7,500 cents? 7,500 pesos? 7,500 euros? $7,500? You know, 7,500 peanuts. One of these things is not like the other. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do another one. Let's say that I know what a person earns. Let's say that a car dealer earns an 11% commission. And gets $1,705 off the sale of a car. What was the purchase price of the car? Again, percent times our base is equal to our amount. Here we're told the amount of the commission, but we don't know the sales price. So our percent here is going to be that 11%, so 0.11. The base is what we're looking for. We need to find that original purchase price. And our amount was $1,705. Okay, let's plug in the things that we know to find the thing that we don't. So we're going to plug in that 0.11, that's our percent. We don't know what that base is, but we do know our amount was $1,705. Now I can take both sides of this equation and divide by 0.11. I'll end up with my base is equal to, let's see, I'm going to have 1705 divided by 0.11. It looks like we've got 15,500. So that the purchase price of the car was 15,500. Alrighty. Let's do one more. Last one. I know this is a long video, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. Let's say that we know the amount of commission and know our purchase price, but we don't know what the rate of commission is. So let's say that a jeweler receives a $90 commission off the sale of a $750 ring. What is his commission rate? Go ahead and let's go ahead and figure some of this out. What we're going to do is we're going to say, well, we don't know that percentage. We do, however, know the sales price and the amount of the commission. So our percentage here is going to be that commission rate. Our base looks like that's that sales price. It's that $750. That's that purchase price of the ring. We know that the amount of the commission was $90. Now the biggest mistake that people will make is they'll end up swapping these numbers, and you'll end up with something strange. I hope it's fairly obvious when that happens. Percent times our base is equal to our amount, and let's plug in our numbers. We are looking for our percents. We don't know that, but we do know that this is a $750 ring. Now that amount is $90 for our commission, and pretty easy to solve this. We're trying to solve for P, so I'm going to take this and divide both sides by 750. So I'll end up with P is equal to 90 divided by 750. So 90 divided by 750, looks like I've got 12.12. So 0.12. Be a little bit careful that you don't think of this as the percentage. Remember, this is a decimal. So that means that our commission rate is 12%. Alrighty. Hopefully this made sense. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in the next video.